Three-time NBA champion Bill Wennington joining us now on SportsCenter to help us get ready for The Last Dance, a 10-part series premiering tonight, focusing on the Bulls' sixth and final championship season of the Michael Jordan era. Bill, good to have you. I'm digging your beard. How much longer are you going to let it go?
Jay, I started actually in November, No Shave November, and I just kept it through. And normally this time I shave it off, but with the quarantine and stay at home, COVID-19 beard is here for a while.
Looks good. Just let it go. It looks good. Look, Bill, what stands out to you the most when you look back on that 97-98 season?
The chemistry of that team and how everyone got along. And you're going to see tonight in the documentary that it was competitive, and everyone was competitive, especially Michael, pushing everyone to be better. But as a team, that's one of the best team chemistries that I've been on. I rate that with the St. John's team I was on back in college. But every single guy liked everyone. We all got along well, and really that helped us play a lot better.
Normally, there's a lot of privacy on the bench, in the locker room, everywhere. What was it like having the camera crew around?
Well, the first couple of weeks it was different, but then they become part of the furniture there, and you just deal with it. And they were there, and they're all great guys. They respected us, and they respected our privacy for the most part. You're going to see some scenes. You're going to be in practice. A couple of times they tried to follow guys into the restroom, but that was stopped quickly. But you get used to them.
You'd been in Chicago for 4 years entering that season. How would you compare that season to the previous four?
Well, the first two, when Michael first retired, there was a lot of attention, but not as much. And then the 72 and 10 year thing started to pick up a lot again. And then obviously you win 2 championships in a row, everyone's there. But that final season and being the last dance, and I think a lot of people kind of figured it out that it was going to be the last time that team was together. It had been stated. So the attention just really grew, and it was ridiculously crazy with fans coming out to games, meeting the bus at the hotels at 3 o'clock in the morning. We'd have hundreds, if not 1,000 people out at 3 o'clock in the morning. And one time in Denver, where you saw people running to their cars to grab their kids on a Wednesday night at 3 o'clock in the morning and bring their kids out. It's a school night, and it was just amazing to see that.
That's crazy. You guys were rock stars. They had to see you. Take us to inside for a second. What was the biggest difference in a Bulls practice with Michael Jordan and without Michael Jordan?
Well, Scotty did a good job the 2 years Michael wasn't there of keeping it competitive, but it was raised up to a whole different level when Michael came out. And you could tell when Phil wanted a really good practice because he'd put Michael or Scotty with the bench team and we'd scrimmage. And those two could go at each other, and I don't want to say neutralize each other, but definitely having one of them on the bench squad helped us tremendously. But you could tell it was competitive because after practice, we'd all be in the training room getting our treatment icing and talking about who got burned, who made shots. And it was challenging and very competitive. It was a lot of fun.
I can imagine. What's your best on-court or off-court MJ story?
Well, one was early on in practice. One day I had blocked his shot in a 3-on-3 drill. We did 3-on-2, 2-on-3 drill, and I blocked it early. And the rest of practice, he made a point to come by me, jump into me, and challenge me to block his shot, both physically and verbally. And I won't repeat the exact words, but he made it for a very interesting pass. But you had to step up and challenge. That's what Michael was going to do. He's going to challenge you and find a way to challenge himself every day.
Indeed. Bill Wennington, before I let you go, who is that behind you?
Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year, if you want to call it Halloween. That's my alter ego.
Does he have a name?
He's just there. He does not have a name. He does have more hair on his head than I do.
Oh, very cool. Hey, man, we really appreciate your time. 13-year NBA vet, 3-time champ, Bill Wennington. You stay safe, stay healthy, you and your family, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.